I'm a little bit like on the backside of this thing and I don't even know how that happened. Guys, welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shanna, and if you are new here, we're a homeschooling family of 4. We are wrapping up our 7th year of homeschooling, and we are planning for the 2024-2025 school year. And today, I am going to share with you what are right now my current curriculum picks for 7th grade for the 2024-2025 school year. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Okay, so a few things that I think are important to note. Maybe I intentionally matched my printable. I am going to try to have my printable linked down below by the time this video goes live, but if I don't get it, I will have it over. I might try to include all of my printables. No, that would be crazy. I do have several printables over on my website, and the easiest thing for you to do to have access to all of these things, because if I can't get it included here, I will at least include it in my monthly newsletter. It goes out the first of every month, so you can head over to my website. I'll link it right down below, and I'll also link it right up here, just so you can know what's coming, what has come, just some other things. Again, I'm gonna include like the printable, things like that. So I hope that that's helpful. And now I'm going to take my head and slide it over and stick up one direction or the other, the graphic for what I have made and filled out for my 7th grader. So let's go. I have my printed version here so that I can reference it. Okay, so as you guys know, I have a bit of an eclectic style. So it's not like I have like one thing that I use for everything. And there are things that are, you know, my ride or dies that I've used since the beginning, and other things that are gonna be new to us. So I'm just gonna share along the way. Now, this is gonna be kind of like my thought planning video. If you want a look inside of everything, I will be providing that, not in this video, but in an upcoming video. Once I have either purchased or like fully committed looking into those things, I will do, you know, specific videos on all of that. Because the next step will probably be buying things and unboxing things, because that part's fun. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so this is my 7th grader. Her name is Amelia, and for the 2024-2025 school year, she'll be in 7th grade, which means like we've done this now. Like we're not that it's like school is like a hill, like with the middle, like we're over the crest now. However, I think it's all uphill, like in the snow, probably both ways. So it's not quite an accurate like perception, but this means that we've now officially done this over half of her homeschool journey, which is bananas. Okay, so for language arts, I am sticking with Michael Clay Thompson. If you are unsure why, I've got several videos linked very recently, not linked, but posted very recently about my newfound appreciation for the Michael Clay Thompson program, and we are moving into the 4th level, which is the classic literature level for that. I will also be doing all about spelling level 6 with her. I have looked at it. I do not think that we will do level 7, because level 7 is like Greek and Latin root words, things like that. And I feel like with Caesar's English in the Michael Clay Thompson program, and continuing to kind of focus and revisit that, I don't think I need that level. So we are gonna do level 6, and that will be the last spelling level that we do. So we're gonna wrap it up there for her. For math, we're gonna be doing Math UC Algebra 1. If you are unfamiliar, Math UC gets kind of a lot of slack, like a lot of flack when it comes to their algebra curriculum, Algebra 1 specifically. We've loved it every step of the way up to now. I think because they were getting so much negative feedback is totally my speculation. I speculate that that is why they have now come out with a new format for Algebra 1. I have looked at the side-by-side. There's a chart on their site that explains the old format, the legacy format, and the new format. I will be using the new format because just looking at this chart, it looks like it will better serve my learner. It has the things that she would like to see, more of the ways in which she learns best. So that is our plan. Critical thinking. So for thinking, I like to do thinking because I feel like it's kind of a lost art. I want to use critical thinking, the basics of critical thinking. I think workbook is the workbook I'm going to choose. There are a few things in my plan that I'm reserving judgment on, and I'll explain why in a minute. Okay, for history, for 7th grade, traditionally, our public school counterparts here in Texas do another round of Texas history. They do the first round in 4th grade, which I have a 3rd grader coming in this year. So what I am going to do, instead of doing Texas history next year again with her, we're gonna do one really in-depth Texas history this year for both girls, and I probably won't circle back to it again. What I have found that I want to use is free, fun Texas history. It is a Texas history that is online that was put together by somebody who needed something for her own child. It's all free and available. She's even gone back now and paired it with like road trips, which I think is amazing. I will probably, because I do still have them, pull out the newspapers from Studies Weekly that I purchased years and years ago. I have a video here for that. But as you guys know, there was some kerfluffle with their curriculum decisions in regards to trying to bend to what they perceived to be the wants for Florida. And so because of that, I do not, cannot, will not advocate for them or financially support them anymore but again, these are resources I do actually already have in my home, and so I don't have a problem pulling them out to use, but I will not be doing any more on that about that. So that. With the free fun Texas history, she does have a lot of resources. It links to a lot of, museum institutions and things like that. I don't necessarily feel like it has a great native peoples approach to Texas history. However, I have found an online series that kind of more deeply explores the Native American tribes that were present in the area, each one getting kind of their own YouTube video. So we will be starting with that. And I believe it's produced by Native American tribes. So that to me is a more accurate source for that. So that is my goal. And then my plan is to kind of start with her framework, and then we will deep dive many more things, because I want to make sure that you guys know history. History is not a mystery, right? It is all just what we choose to look at. And I want to give my kids as well-rounded an approach as I can to Texas history. And so it's going to be very important for me to search out some of these other things that are maybe underrepresented voices and vibes. So that is what we will be doing. Now, and this is another thing I'm going to circle back to in just a minute. She will also be doing World History Detective. It's a workbook, looks super fun. It is something that I saw was available in the 2023-2024 7th grade Timberdoodle Kits. However, the kits for 2024-2025 have not been released yet. I like the look of this workbook, so I will probably add it even if it's no longer included in the kits. But some of this may change, swap as the Timberdoodle Kits are released. If there's something that I'm like, oh, that looks amazing and I want to do that instead, then I'll lean that direction, but that's something I don't know yet, because I don't know what's in them yet. For science, we are going to be doing the American Chemistry Society's middle school chemistry curriculum. I did just do a whole science video, and I talk about it extensively and show inside the whole 9 yards. Now, as I am building my own shopping list on Amazon for this, I will share it at some point. That way, if you chose to do it, you could just find everything all in one spot. So there's no sense in me doing the work and not sharing that. So that. I don't have anything for her for geography, and I don't know if that's gonna stay or not. I'm having a big struggle. You guys know, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. I'm intentionally trying to meter myself because I don't want to feel overwhelmed with school so much that we lose the freedom to do the fun stuff that's also learning, like field trips and things like that. So I am trying to reconcile my desire to do it all right now with the desire to actually be able to live and keep it fun and fresh in the moment. So I'm trying really hard. So right now we don't have anything for geography, but I do think that World History Detective and our Texas history will, of course it will cover those things. So right now I don't have anything specifically for geography. For STEAM, now more STEAM will come in our Timberdoodle Kits because they're always so loaded with STEAM activities. They just are. But I wanted to do an art history. You guys know we've done the High Gatsby program, so we will do the 3rd level, the Impressionist program. However, I'm wicked excited because like 5 days ago from the filming of this video, Crash Course announced they'll be doing an art history series. So I'm so excited. We love Crash Course videos. They're so good. They're so good. For extras, okay, so extras. We're past handwriting, but I think she could really enjoy some sort of hand lettering, and I think that would also improve her penmanship. Now, just a little bit of nugget advice. If you watch my video on Friday of the week of posting this, you will know that someone we love dearly might be coming out with things for slightly older children, one of which may be a hand lettering unit study. So, we shall see. Either way, I think I'm going to add in hand lettering. We enjoy doing CNN 10, and this is another thing that I think comes back to current events and geography, so we'll continue watching CNN 10. The Timberdoodle Kits are coming out, and so I will also see what is or isn't in there, and that always adds, games and readers and things like that. So there's always things that are added to our lives because of the Timberdoodle non-religious curriculum kits, but they're not out yet, so I don't know what's coming, but I'm reserving the right to change all of this should I feel the need. Also, American Sign Language. So I've been back and forth on if we want to actively pursue learning American Sign Language for our language this year, and I'm back and forth again because I don't want to do too much. I classically do too much, and so I'm trying really, really hard to meter myself. So I might not add an ASL. I might not. I don't know. I might not. Now, for group studies, this year I told the girls that they could choose unit studies because I want to keep it fun and I want to do what they want to do, if that makes sense, what their interests are. I want to lean heavily into that. So one of the things that we are doing is History Quest Early Times because I already have it. It will go back over a lot of the things presented in World History Detective. We will just listen aloud in the car. We're not going to do any of the activities. We do have our timeline notebooks, which I was thinking I might keep in the car along with some colored pencils, just so that they can kind of keep up with those and just give us a nice review of those early times, those ancient civilizations, I think could be really good. So I will probably have those available for in the car, just car listening. Now, my youngest is currently obsessed again with dinosaurs. So she wanted to learn about dinosaurs. You know what? I'll talk more about this in her video, but we will be doing Dino 101 from the University of Alberta. Yes. Okay. I know. Right? Okay. Yes. I know. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to let you know how it goes. Now, my big kid, her interest right now, she's doing musical theater. She's so into film and theater and productions and performance. And so she said that she probably wanted to learn something about movie making or something like that. So we do actually have stop motion photography things from our Timberdoodle kits. We have so many things. I make videos here, so I've got all the software, all of the things. But there's Crash Course goes through film history. There's a series on film history and then also the history of theater. So that is going to check her box for what she wanted to learn more about. And so we will be doing the film and theater series, 2 separate series. There's a 3rd one. I don't remember what it is. It's not criticism, but I can't think of the word, reviews kind of. I can't think of the word that I am trying to say, but we're doing the history of film and then theater Crash Course playlist. So we will enjoy those and do that. Okay, so slide over. All right, guys, I reserve the right to change anything that I want to. Even after I buy it, you guys know, and I will probably never once use anything as prescribed because that's just not how I roll. It is what it is. But I will be sharing more as we purchase, acquire. I'm so excited to share. It should be next week or the week after that the Timberdoodle launch day comes out. I'm so excited. I love to order that day. I get so excited. So I will be purchasing from Timberdoodle again, kind of guys know I start with the Elite kits and then pair it out, swoop swabber. But I don't need a lot of things for my 3rd grader because again, we've already had that kit in our lives. So I will be going through and just seeing what we want, what we don't, and going from there. And if there's anything that I feel like would replace something on my plan, then I will lean in that direction. But of course, I will be coming here and sharing everything every step of the way. Let me know which of these pieces are you looking forward to seeing an in-depth review on, and I will bump those to the top of the list. As always, guys, I hope that you found anything helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Okay, so the other things that you can expect are gonna be 3rd grade plans, purchasing, unboxing, in-depth kit reviews, budget, how I'm doing, how I plan, all of that, and then planning these things out. I do have printables, I think, for most all of those steps of the way, so be sure that you're subscribing to that newsletter. Yeah, I think that's it. We're wrapping up this year and getting ready for next. Bye, guys.